you went to the Board of Supervisors meeting?
It was already a done deal. We took the bus down there. Mayor Chen came, and they did all their work, and then they said, we're going to have a closed session. That was 3.5 hours. It was all day. A lot of the Torrance residents do work. They had to Uber home because they couldn't wait for the board to come back. No food and water in the auditorium. But if you leave, you don't know what time they're going to come back.
Yeah.
So we sat there for 3.5 or 4.5 hours.
So you got there at like 10 in the morning, or?
10 in the morning. We stayed till late. I got home here at 6:30 by the time I got the bus. It was an all day.
Okay.
Right.
And when did you get to speak against the project? Did they give you a chance to speak against it?
They gave a chance to speak, but the bad thing is they started to clap when I was talking, which in 1 minute took away 20 seconds of my talk time. I should have said, start the clock over again.
When you're saying they clap, people were supporting you?
Behind me, yes.
Okay, they supported you at least.
Yes.
They weren't like just trying to shut you down.
Right. No,
okay.
no, they were supporting because this is near Madrona, this intersection already. I know there's new dense laws. It's just overcrowded. And my children, they're 41. I never let them walk to the library. I'm a registered nurse because this intersection has so many accidents. Now they're going to build 120 plus at extended care. It's just too much in one area. And there's 41 homes right over near the police station. So how many are we going to put within a quarter-mile radius? And the police have their hands full. We have had problems down our street. Thought the man had a gun.
There was something that happened in Southeast Torrance. There was a shooting over there.
Well, that's different. That was a party with a rented pool.
Okay.
So on our street, Opal, I live, they come down half nude, ranting and raving like.
You had people shootings over there?
I didn't say shooting.
What was it? I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
A man walked down the street. He had a gun.
Oh, okay.
And we called the police. It was a BB gun. But how do you know? And I have a grandson who's 4. I have to take him in the backyard. Sometimes they come down half nude. My neighbors have been spit on a couple of times. A man had a baseball bat hitting it and hitting it. They have some. We say support the vets, support the senior citizens, but the mentally ill near the school, there was a bomb scare there. Well, what it was an abandoned shopping cart filled with everything, so it wasn't a bomb. But we have a lot of people from that unit coming down our street. And this place, Home Key, says, well, we're going to have like a house mother on campus. Well, when they leave there, where are they going? And so that's a concern for public safety because we're going to have to lock. We're all going to have to get cameras. We're going to have to lock. We have enough issues on Opal Street right here.
So you're saying all these incidents are at Opal?
This is only what I know of on my street.
Okay.
That you have to lock your door. And when we came to Torrance to be safe, I worked many jobs to live in Torrance. And it's unfortunate that some of the people had to do an Uber home from when we went downtown. They had to go to work. People work.
Yeah.
And so we work hard to maintain our homes and keep them up and to have a quality of life. That's why we come to Torrance, for our school district, for safety. You know, the police are great. And this is just bringing chaos to Torrance.
Yeah.
And this is an unthought, this happened on a Memorial Day weekend, which is, to me, very dirty because Thursday it was announced, Friday, Mayor Chen had a meeting at 5 p.m. I didn't know about the meeting, an emergency meeting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it. Fast jumped over him. Han and them already knew, and they're not for the voters. I'm so glad they're oligarchs, they're millionaires, but they're not taking care of the middle class person. We work hard to live in Torrance to maintain quality of life, okay? And to have the increased crime and the police to worry about homeless, that's why they put it in the police station so they can keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I mean,
the homeowner.
And that was hard enough for people to. A lot of people didn't even want that, and it's understandable. You know, that was a.
And then they're going to build the hotel, the apartments right next to Home Keys, 116 units with low income right beside it. This is already takes me 20 minutes to get from Madrona to Hawthorne many days. And the people who live in the bungalow, a retired police firefighter, said he sees them. There's not much business at extended care. And he said it's so unsafe. You know, across the street, they already have enough issues with prostitutes, which I didn't know about, and different things.
Neither did I.
And then
he's solicited.
He said they shoot up on the lawn. They shoot up with drugs.
Okay, which lawn? Where we? Okay.
Outside of extended care, right near the
Okay.
That's where we.
So this is already the police. You know, to have 160 near Madrona Middle School, very unsafe for the children. It's not right. And near the library, near the pool.
Yeah.
The soccer field, right beside the
The
soccer
church
field.
down there with the church school.
They They had 40 or 41 pods for the homeless. They're supposed to say less than a year. Only one left so far is what I heard. So this is long term.
What I don't like, yeah, I mean, you know, they keep like all these services keep being provided. What I keep thinking is it just attracts more people.
You know, why do we have? We never had. My children come from Florida. They moved there, 2 of them. Mom, what's going on in Torrance with all the homeless? We're encouraging it, and we put the homeless right here. They can take a bus right to King Harbor. Right down the beach. This is beachfront property, very expensive.
Yep.
And I think we need to fight like Huntington Beaches. I mean, I want to live in. I want to. Oh, do you know something?
Bye. No, I don't know you. Bye.
I love an urban. I want to move to Irvine or Huntington Beach, but I can't afford it. So I know down at Han's meeting, someone set up. They said, "Oh, I would love to live in Torrance, but I can't afford it." Well, if you can't afford it, then you don't go there, or you work 4 jobs like me.
Yeah.
You know, nothing is free.
And now they're handing out like the property.
There is a book my mother read me when I was little. It's called The Little Red Hen. I suggest everybody read it.
The Little Red Hen. Okay.
The Little Red Hen, because if you're not out in the farmland helping the mom to make the bread and bring it in, then you don't eat dinner. But they do need, like the vets, we need to take care of our vets and our senior citizens.
See, veterans served and senior citizens have put their time in. You know, just they truly are in need.
Let's take care of them.
Yeah, but I think,
mentally ill and the drug addicts and the other, you know, some people are down on hard times for a short time, but it should be not like Medi-Cal, where it's a form of living, where you're just going to get that check the rest of your life.
And that's what it is, though. I think that's what I'm afraid of. And you're telling me only one has transferred out of the facility next to the police station.
The Olympics is coming, so I think Bass is trying to hide the people. So she can say she took it over in April.
Karen Bass?
Mayor Bass.
Mayor Bass.
Yeah. What's her name?
You're talking about the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass. Sure, Karen Bass.
They are trying to do this rush decision on a Memorial. Are you kidding me? On a Memorial Day weekend? So we took the bus on Tuesday.
Can you get into the road?
Oh, we got to get out of the way.
We took the bus on Tuesday. So otherwise it would have been kind of sneaky the way they did it. And so I'd like to know where the $2.3 billion is that Kellums is missing. She's being investigated by SLA, Attorney General or something. And the money, $2.3 billion is missing. Where is that money? And why are we all of a sudden throwing money? We're going to remodel. They're going to buy for $55 million, remodel for the people. Don't to say, okay, I took it over.
Things are kind of jump. There's a lot of things you've just covered right there.
Unthought process.
The $2.3 billion. I'm sorry. This is for the home key or for what?
The person in front of LAHSA, LAHSA.
Okay.
She retired in April because the whistleblowers reported.
Okay, that I remember. Okay, I understand.
She gave her husband millions of dollars for his business. Nothing to do with homeless. And she hired her girlfriends who were incompetent. And so they paid the 2 whistleblowers $800,000 to not go to court because it would have been exposed. So then Bass took it over. What is this rash decision on Han and Bass? They're all in like a cup of soup in April, so they can say, "Oh, I took it over. Look what we did." No, they're hiding them, and the Olympics is coming, so they're going to be bussed down during Olympics, and then they're not going to go back to South Central. They're not going to go back to wherever they come from.
Right.
So we need to stop encouraging homelessness, and that's what we're doing. Everything in life isn't free. You work for it, and it's in the Bible.
Gotcha. Well, and what's your name?
Luann.
Thank you, Luann. I appreciate it. And your name?
Harry McNamara.
Thank you, Harry. Appreciate it.